Thanks. Layoff notices are going out tomorrow to senior managers in state agencies that are involved in those consolidations. But layoff notices to unionized employees will be held back for at least a few days.
That's the word tonight, as it's coming down to the wire on the request to the unions for $1 billion a year in givebacks and savings, or more than 4,000 state employees could get those pink slips.
Our chief political correspondent Mark Davis live at our Hartford newsroom with word that things still look positive, but the anxiety level for state employees is way off the chart here, Mark, right?
That's exactly right. Hi, Darren and Sonia. Good evening, everyone, from the Hartford newsroom. Publicly, the spokesperson for the state labor unions will only say that the Malloy budget plan that was just passed doesn't ask enough of big business and the super wealthy. But they're still talking. To say that there's a high anxiety level among state employees leaving work tonight is putting it mildly.
It's just the fear of the unknown at this point. You know, people not knowing what's going to hit and at what point, what time level. So people are just concerned at this point.
The governor has been out of town all day, but negotiations continue here in Hartford. We caught up with his lead negotiator, Marco Jakian, between meetings today. He said he would not handicap the odds of reaching an agreement in the talks, and neither will the unions.
They're frank, they're constructive, they're ongoing, and our goal is to not see any layoff notices issued at all, obviously.
We continue to talk, continue to discuss. I think that's positive.
But every state employee we spoke with today had a similar message and similar concerns.
There's an extremely high anxiety level amongst everyone. People in my office in particular, there are many of them that don't have a lot of time in with the state. So they're very concerned that they're going to be the first laid off.
Well, it's anxiety. Everybody's up in the air. No one knows what's going to happen. And we're hoping that some of our jobs will be saved.
The most senior employees would have to receive layoff notices tomorrow because some contracts call for 8 weeks' notice to get them off the payroll by July 1st. In his most recent public statements yesterday, the governor would not be nailed down on that.
Time is running short. I'm not going to lock myself into a particular day and hour, particularly while we are in discussions.
And that apparently still holds true tonight, at least where union employees are concerned. The Loy administration spokesperson again late this afternoon confirming that layoff notices are going out tomorrow to senior management non-union employees that are in some of those agencies that are being consolidated under the new budget, but that the senior union employees will not receive those layoff notices tomorrow. They are going to be held back at least a few days. That clearly is a positive sign. Live from the Hartford newsroom, Mark Davis, News 8.